Can you believe it's already 2024, and we're still a bit away from the iPhone 17 release in 2025, but we're already hearing tons of leaks and rumors about what's coming next. I mean, it's kind of wild that we're already getting an early peek at the future iPhones, but that's tech for you. So today, I wanted to run through the top 10 huge upgrades we're expecting from the iPhone 17 lineup. Trust me, there are some game changers in here that'll get you really excited for what's to come. Let's dive in. First up, Apple's planning to launch a brand new model that we're calling either the iPhone Air or iPhone Slim. It's still up in the air what the official name will be, but this one's going to be a game changer. This is going to be Apple's thinnest iPhone ever. Think of it as a super sleek, no-frills version of the iPhone. It'll have a 48 megapixel camera, yep, you heard that right, but won't go all in on the crazy high-end features you get with the Pro models. This phone will be designed for those who want something thinner, lighter, and just easy to slip into their pocket. In fact, it might even be slimmer than the current iPad Pro. So, yeah, this could be a major player if you're into simplicity, but still want great specs. Now here's a biggie, promotion display for every iPhone model. Up until now, promotion, which gives you that buttery smooth 120Hz refresh rate, has been reserved for the Pro series iPhones. But finally, it looks like Apple's going to make this available on all iPhone 17 models. That means smoother scrolling, better responsiveness, and just an all-around more enjoyable experience. Finally, Apple is catching up with competitors who have had this for a while. Next, we've got a leak about the Dynamic Island. This is going to be getting a slight redesign, and it's going to be smaller. Apple's working on rearranging some of the Face ID sensors, which means that pill-shaped cutout won't take up as much screen space. A smaller dynamic island means you get more of that screen real estate to enjoy, which is always a win. And speaking of the dynamic island, the front-facing camera inside of it is getting a major upgrade. We're talking 24 megapixel instead of the current 12 megapixel, which is a big deal. After 3 generations of using the same selfie camera, it's about time Apple boosted the quality here. Plus, who knows, maybe we'll get some new features like center stage for better video calls. We'll have to wait and see, but it's exciting that the front camera is getting this much-needed bump. Moving on to the Pro models, things are getting seriously impressive. It looks like all 3 rear cameras, the wide, ultra-wide, and telephoto, are getting upgraded to 48 megapixel sensors. Right now, only the wide and ultra-wide lenses have 48 megapixel sensors on the iPhone 16 Pro series, but the telephoto lens is getting bumped up too. This means clearer, sharper zoomed-in shots, and better all-around image quality. For anyone who's into photography, this is a pretty big deal. Speaking of the telephoto lens, the zoom is getting an upgrade too. There's chatter that Apple might introduce digital zoom capabilities that could take you up to 50x or even 100x zoom. If this is true, the iPhone 17 Pro Max is going to be a zoom lover's dream. And considering Apple's been putting 48 megapixel sensors in their cameras, this is all about bringing more clarity to those long-distance shots. It's about time we got some Siri action. Under the hood, the iPhone 17 will be powered by the A19 and A19 Pro chips. These chips are going to be even more powerful and energy efficient than what we've got in the iPhone 16. We've already heard leaks about the Snapdragon 8 Elite series coming soon, so you can expect Apple to bring even more performance to the table with the A19 chips. This should make the iPhone 17 feel even faster while keeping battery life in check. Speaking of performance, it looks like the iPhone 17 Pro Max might come with 12 gigs of RAM. Right now, the iPhone 16 Pro models have 8 gigs of RAM, so this is a noticeable increase. With the latest Mac chips like the M4 Max sporting 16 gigs of RAM as a base, it makes sense that Apple might boost the iPhone's RAM, especially for the Pro Max. More RAM means better multitasking, smoother app performance, and just an overall better experience. Here's something you might not expect, but it's super exciting. The iPhone 17 could feature a custom-built 5G chip from Apple, which would replace the Qualcomm chips they've been using up to now. Why does this matter? Because a custom chip means better efficiency. We could see longer battery life when you're using 5G and maybe even some faster data speeds, depending on how Apple optimizes it. It's all about getting more out of the same power, and that's exactly what we want in our smartphones. Now, as Apple addresses issues with the newly released iPhone 16 series, leaks about the upcoming iPhone 17 and iPhone 17 Pro suggest the expansion of a key trend, more programmable buttons. After introducing the Action button across all iPhone 16 models, Apple may further enhance user control by integrating new button designs in the iPhone 17 lineup. Last year, Apple debuted the Action button on Pro models, allowing users to activate specific features. This feature was extended across all iPhone 16 models and accompanied by the new Capture button, which uses capacitive technology for multiple controls through slides, taps, and holds. The buttons have been widely embraced by the Apple community, offering users more options for customizing their experience. Looking ahead to 2025, rumors indicate that Apple is testing a design that could merge the Action button and volume controls into a single multifunctional button. This button may manage volume, power, and trigger software options. While design details are still being finalized, the possibility of more buttons and perhaps dedicated space for Apple Intelligence suggests further innovation in Apple's interface approach. Finally, we're hearing that the iPhone 17 will come with Wi-Fi 7 support. We're still waiting on this tech to roll out more widely, but it's looking like Apple's jumping ahead of the curve. Wi-Fi 7 will offer faster speeds, better coverage, and more reliable connections, which means you can expect less lag when you're streaming, downloading, or gaming on your iPhone. Plus, it'll be more power efficient, so it could help boost battery life too. So there you have it, guys. Those are the top 10 upgrades we're expecting in the iPhone 17 models. Pretty exciting, right? Let me know in the comments, are you pumped for any of these upgrades? Will you be picking up the iPhone 17 when it drops in 2025? Drop your thoughts below, and I'll catch you in the next one.